from the Highlands of Scotland. It's the Wild Angus. And in the blue corner, an exciting star from Sierra Leone, it's Honeyboy Azimba.
So here we go for our final bout of the afternoon's session, and it's over 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to the side. Max Ward in charge of 2 really big fellas this time. Wild Angus, now residing in Manchester, but of course originally from Scotland, versus from Sierra Leone, Honeyboy Zimba. Wild Angus with his long hair and his beard, often tempting for his opponent. Already Angus, realizing that it's wise to do what the referee says, and certainly broke it when he was told. Trying to tell the referee that he can't move from there because Zimba's got his arm in the leotard strap. Backhammer from the top by Zimba again. This time not using the leotard strap. Rolling on Zimba. This time he holds on to the wrist lever. Zimba being grapevine by that right leg of Angus at the same time. There it is. And this is why, of course, he couldn't move forward out of that. Powerful muscles of Honeyboy Zimba coming to operation on that double-handed wrist lever. Seem to be stopping Angus quite a bit here. Crutch hold now to Angus, a slam, but the wrist lever is still there. Using the feet on the hair, says Max Ward, so it breaks the hold. Full Nelson now, Angus. Under a minute to go now in this first round of 6. Going for the slow, deliberate stranglehold, Angus, there. He just took too long over it. Half a minute left. Zimba with the interlock now. Interlock fingers. Zimba trying to headbutt his way out of it, but he couldn't. And he got slammed face downwards for his pains at the attempt. Honeyboy Zimba from Sierra Leone, this tremendous 19.5-inch neck of his, tremendous powerful biceps and triceps. He's got a lot to stand up against in the very tall and very much heavier Wild Angus, of course.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, no score, 5 to go. Wild Angus, formerly of Scotland, now residing in Manchester, against the Honeyboy Zimba from Sierra Leone, West Africa, now residing in London. There's going to be more arguments in this bout before we're through. He's got the hair again, and directed the referee's attention, has attracted the back of his head. Of course, he pulls Zimba's head over by the hair, which is one of his tricks, of course. Quick referee's hold into a full-on grab it by Angus. Really gets mad when he starts that. Gentle little war dance there. But that means he's really going to turn. If he starts that punching, he's going to be in real trouble. Taking him too early. Follow down now. Is he interfering with the breathing or not? Referee suspicious of it. And the referee going to use the hair now to get Angus off. Side headlock neatly turned by Zimba into the double wrist lock now, with a couple of minutes to go in round 2. As the power of Zimba heads to his counter. Well, he's still got a minute to go to get out of this one. And the Angus right shin is right over his throat. And it's a public warning for holding it there until the break.
Round 3. The referee gives the Wild Angus a public warning.
Referee spotted the right shin right across the windpipe of Zimba. Told him to break and he didn't. So now Zimba is going to get pretty angry and deliver a few head-to-head butts. Eight seconds. Max Ward handling this bout very well. It must be a little tricky. Two very, very powerful men. And Angus, who started at the wrong end of the hair pulling, now is doing more hair pulling than his opponent. Wild Angus, who incidentally is joined up with tag partner Giant Haystacks, and we'll be seeing him next Saturday prior to the Cup final. These two versus Big Daddy's team.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 to go. And Zimba, yes, he's signs of him getting mad at the end of the last round, and now this proves it. Oh. No, it's okay. Heel of the hand. Everybody's screaming, let him get up, but he was on his feet then when Angus restarted. Oh, it's a suplex all the way over, followed on with a cross press. He could have this one. There it is. Just under a minute into round 3 of round 3, and it's Angus the first pinfall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 55 seconds of the third round, the first one is in favor, the Wild Angus.
Well, not too popular with the public here, but it's the first fall to Angus halfway through the bout. 3 rounds to go.
Seconds away, round 4.
Now, can Zimba come back into this? Certainly, everybody in this packed hall here at the Guildford hopes that he can. It's going to be something when Wild Angus and Giant Haystacks get together in a tag team. It really is. Oh yes, nice butt. Straight up into the butt. Follow up with forearms. Flying butt again to Zimba. Again the flying butt, and each time he's landing. Flyer this time, but a flying tackle. Followed on with a cross press. Zimba, can he hold it? He's held it. Holds it for a count of 3, and in just 45 seconds, Zimba gets back into the bout with an equalizing fall.
gentlemen, after 45 seconds of round 4. The flying tackle, the shoulder press, the equaliser, Honey Boy Zimba.
And that's what the crowd here at Guildford think of that equalising fall so quickly after the first one. But there are 2 rounds to go. Anything could happen yet.
Second wave, round 5.
Dreams have come on Honey Boy, but Angus doesn't want to come into it just yet. Not ready. The crowd counting, but not the referee. There's 1 public warning against Angus already. Zimba's got that beard. Yes, no question about it. Max Ward, the referee, is going to give out a public warning to Zimba in a second. He doesn't let go. He's let go now. The flyer with this. Oh, he mistimed that butt completely. Don't know what he was supposed to do then. But he certainly didn't do it right. And it's Angus who's got a chance for this slam from that crotch hold. And again, Zimba clear out this time over the top rope. But it's Angus throwing in there intentionally. So no count. Now sort of a suplex attempt, but didn't get over. It's a double. Oh, it's a backbreaker over the shoulder and gets the submission he wanted. So Angus the winner there. 1 fall and 1 submission to 1 fall in just 2 minutes 15 seconds of round 5. Angus the winner, 2-1.
In round 5, a deciding submission, and all by 2 falls to 1 is the Wild Angus. Like you, partner, is a giant headspace, and we're looking forward to all comers, any place, any time, because we're the biggest tour in the bloody world today. And once again, the winner is the Wild Angus. And your appreciation for the loser, Honey Boy Zimba.
Here he is, Greg Valentine, the farmer's boy from Millbank, West Yorkshire, a great favourite, as you can see and hear. 23 years old, 14 stone 10 in weight. He's giving away a lot of weight to this big man, this masked wrestler from I don't know where, and I'm not sure of his exact weight. Anything about him, he won't talk to me. El Diablo is his name. And he's a big, strong fellow. Around 16 stone something, I would think. Probably Greg Valentine's got to give away 1.5 to 2 stone here, as a guess. But to get him to talk to me in the dressing room before a bout is impossible. Now this special points match. Tell us something about the rules. Ryan Crabtree, your MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is a special knockdown catchweight contest, and this time to be wrestled over a 20-minute duration. There's going to be no falls, no submissions. The only way the wrestler wins this contest is either to throw or knock down his opponent 10 times. Introducing, in the red corner, the man of mystery, El Diablo. His opponent, our own, our very own, Greg Valentine.
See how popular he is, the crowds here in Yorkshire. Greg Valentine giving away nearly 2 stone to El Diablo in this special catchweight hit the mat contest here. Each time they make their opponent touch the floor with any part of the body except the soles of the feet, that is a point to the initiator. 20 minutes duration if 10 points are not scored by them. It'll be fast and furious, that's for sure. If you've never seen one of these points matches before, really worth watching. Remember, no falls or submissions, just points for each time you get your opponent on the mat, or any part of him on the mat, apart from the soles of his feet. There's one.
El Diablo, 1 point.
And MC Brian Crabtree announcing the points as they go. So 2 points to Diablo so far. He touched the floor. He touched the floor. Greg Valentine forgot about that.
Diablo, 3 points.
So 3 points Diablo, and Greg Valentine wasn't thrown at all there. He just did his special cartwheel or whatever and forgot that his hands, of course, were touching the deck there. And again he goes down. 4 to the big man.
El Diablo, 4 points.
Once again down. Oh, he's really taking it. 5 points Diablo. Double finger interlock now. Maybe Greg can make something of this. A lot of points to catch up. He's getting the idea now.
Valentine, 1 point.
5-1 to Diablo.
Valentine, 2 points.
5-2 to Diablo. 5-3, that's better, Greg. 4 points now to Greg Valentine, and 5 each now, 5 each. 6 to Greg. He's overtaken him after being 5 down, not bad. And he's out of the ring. And the referee just waving him aside. Diablo doesn't want to come in again, apparently. So 6-5 to Greg Valentine now, as finally Diablo decides to come in again with a little help from his opponent. Straight onto the deck.
7 points.
7-5. 7-5 Valentine. Now he's got the idea. Can do what he likes to on the ropes. Postings won't help him. That might, though, nicely.
Valentine, 8 points.
8-5 to Valentine. Double hander.
Valentine, 9 points.
9-5, he only wants 1. Diablo staying down for quite a while to get a breather. Valentine only needs 1 more, leading by 9-5. And there it is, 10-5, Valentine the winner. In 3 minutes, 25 seconds, Valentine the winner, 10-5. But an interesting idea, this, and I think rather exciting. It might come to something a little more permanent, this points match, if everybody likes it.
And the winner by 10 points to 5, alone, Greg Valentine.
Having trailed by 5 points to begin with. That's not bad. Not too much, a lot of excitement here as Greg Valentine, their hero, wins it, but not too much applause for the opposition who seems to have disappeared back to the dressing room.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this contest was made at the lightweight. 30 minutes of wrestling consisting of 6 5-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout to decide the winner. Between on my left and in the red corner, my pleasure and privilege today to introduce to you the world lightweight champion from Blackpool, wrestler extraordinaire Johnny Saint. In the opposite corner, my friends, from Camberley in Surrey, the classical stylist. Your kind appreciation for Bob Anthony.
Seconds away, round 1.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Good afternoon to you, and welcome to the Assembly Hall, Walthamstow, for another professional wrestling session. And the world title holder in the lightweight bracket starts off the program this afternoon, Johnny Saint, originally from Baguley, South Manchester, now residing in Blackpool, Little Livingstone. Johnny Saint in his usual black trunks with the thick stripe down the sides, red stripe. He takes on in this preliminary contest Bob Anthony from Chelmsford at 11'2", originally from Chelmsford. I understand he lives at Camberley, or near Bagshot area now. So they both moved. Bob Anthony versus Johnny Saint. 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide this one. Lightweight contest. And Bob Anthony, although an extremely good lightweight wrestler, I think he's got his work cut out here today. Can't really see Bob getting too near Johnny Saint now. He hasn't been on television very much recently, a couple of times in the last year maybe, and I know he's had a little bit of trouble with his back. Let's hope it doesn't give him problems here today. He's got enough of them facing Johnny Saint. Referee Max Ward from Birmingham. Nice switch of hands there by Anthony. Double-handed wrist lever forcing the backhammer. And that's how easily it's undressed by Saint. If at any time you can't see the darker trunks with his initials on the front, you will be able to catch the tattoo marks, shoulders and forearms. Bob Anthony trying a full Nelson on Saint. Very, very ambitious move. Nice whip. Hasn't lost his speed. Nice whip. double wrist lock backhammer by Saint, but thrown off nicely. But the follow-up for the double leg Nelson is dangerous. Folding press to Bob Anthony, but quite easily thrown off. I think the only way that Bob Anthony will really trouble Saint is by taking him unawares. Less than a minute now in this first round of 6. Arm lock to Saint. Nice hip throw, but the arm lock is still there. Saint releases it, goes for the opposite arm. Now gets a cross press possibility here. Half a minute left. Oh, that's a way to undress an arm lock. Nicely. Inside leg hank there by Anthony. Very nice way, and the crowd liked it too. Good move. Very seldom you see that one. Don't think Johnny Saint was ready for that one at all. Very good. Right on the bell. There's Bob Anthony, lad from now residing in Camberley. In fact, he runs the club in a Bagshot area. I hope we see more of him because he's good, this fellow.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, 5 rounds to go, and no score. Johnny Saint, the world title holder at lightweight, versus Bob Anthony. Saint with that folded leg. Nice turn by Anthony. Followed through with a head mare there. Headlock and strangle. But he asked for that. I really asked for that. Fell for that one completely. Saint offered him the right arm. Anthony took it, and that was the end of the move. He's back in there with a chance now, but not for too long, I'm afraid. Nicely, got out of it anyway. Yes. Good sporting contest, that's for sure. Both double interlock fingers now. Saint having turned, did the somersault to make him right against the, put the right pressure right on it now for Anthony. He's released it, double leg Nelson to Anthony. It's the nearest thing yet. Trying again. And this time Saint rolls himself up into that little ball. There's not a limb for Anthony to attack. Waist hold from the front now by Bob Anthony, attacking again. He gets in there fast, Anthony. There's no question about that. Again. This time he went back too long. Saint dives on, caught in the body scissors. Going for the shoulder press there. In the body scissors. Anthony wisely turns sideways onto the body scissors now. Well, he's turned him again. He's doing well, but are these weakeners working? Saint now going to try and undress the body scissors. He's got down to the chest. Now can he get to the neck? There's he's on the neck. Now it's just a matter of getting out of the head scissors. Grapevine. Saint on the attack this time. Face bar the right hand, arm lever with the left hand, and a Grapevine. Release the Grapevine, release the face bar, and now for the arm lever. Backhammer position, double wrist lock. Head scissors, and Saint in charge at the moment. Yes, he turned with it, nicely out. He turned as he came back, and that fooled Saint for a split second, which was enough. Less than a minute to go now, round 2. Saint on the attack again. Double-handed face bar with the legs there, feet interlocked. And going for the double arm now. Almost caught, though, in a folder. Grapevine to Saint, opposite arm lever. Almost got them both, and if he had, that would have been trouble. But there's only just about 10 seconds to go now. Left the attack much too late for this round. There is the world lightweight champion, actually born in Baguley, South Manchester, now is permanently residing in Blackpool. 11 stone exactly. Never really have too much trouble with his weight, and I don't think he would now if he had to defend his title.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, no score, 4 rounds to go. Saint, the champion of the world, in his black trunks there on the left. His opponent, Bob Anthony, doing very well to stay with this man. Tempting Saint to grab the legs. Saint won't release the wrists at the moment. There's a way out of that too. From inside lay over the top, double leg Nelson. And both men quickly out of the holes they were in. Very nicely, very nice. And Saint landed not too well on that knee, I don't think, then. But Bob Anthony goes in for another chance. He's got the advantage for the moment. Oh, he missed it. No, he missed it completely. Anthony, Anthony put his legs there. And of course, he's in trouble. Directly he put those feet there. In just under a minute, 20 seconds of round 3. So Saint, the first pinfall. And your MC for the afternoon's program, Fred Downs.
In the third round of the contest, ladies and gentlemen, the first fall in favour of the world champion. Nice round of applause for Johnny Saint.
Yes, not too much trouble. He got his man exactly in the position he wanted. And I'm afraid that Anthony, in trying to get out of it, put his legs in exactly the wrong position, and Saint just held them there, and that was the folding press.
Seconds away, round 4.
3 to go. And Anthony has got to come back into this somehow if he can. Nice cross buttock. And the figure 4. That's a good one. That's a great short arm scissors. Beautiful. Now, can he throw Saint in this? Yes, the short arm scissors is still there. Saint seems to be standing up when he likes, so that's not the object of the exercise at all. Anthony must keep him down and throw him roll him if possible in this hold. Toe and ankle to Saint now. He got out of that short arm scissors fairly easily. A spin out, good spin out, but Saint was ready for it. Arm roll, but Saint holds onto the arm lock. Yes, the semi-jack strangle hold, pull onto the body check. Saint certainly wasn't able to counter that. Oh no, he just walked into it. He walked into reverse double knee hold and then almost in trouble there. And chance for Anthony, but Saint did it on purpose, intentionally to catch him again. Backhammer. Now they're folding for reverse double leg Nelson, and this time he could do it. If he can lean back on the head, on the bridge, beautifully done. Well done, Bob Anthony. And Saint's face goes straight over to congratulate him. Just under 2 minutes of round 4, and Anthony's back in the bout. Excellent move.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the 4th round of the contest, an equalising ball to the young man from Kent. A nice round of applause, Bob Anthony.
Excellent move there by Bob Anthony. But we've still got 2 more rounds to go. But he's back in the bout with a 1-fall each now.
Seconds away, round 5.
As we start round 5. Now, can Anthony spring a great surprise here by doing that again? He'll try, if I know him. I'm pretty sure that a lot of grapple fans will remember his very famous father, the Eastern Area welterweight champion. And his name, of course, Bob Archer O'Brien. That's where Bob learnt all his wrestling. Unfortunately died a few years ago. Very much missed in the rings of Great Britain. But Bob's carrying on in the tradition of his father. He's a very fast mover. Remember, he's up against the best now in Johnny Saint today. And he's managed to equalize. Neither of us getting anywhere with that. Backhammer to Anthony. Double-handed wrist lever, still a backhammer. He's man down with it, but can't see Saint be worried about that hold alone. No, there's the counter. And a counter again by Anthony, back into the backhammer. Yes, a little way out of a backhammer. Tremendous. Nice trip. Again, exactly the same move as he tried before and got it, but can he lean back? He's trying to lean back on the bridge, but this time Johnny Saint, realizing what's happening, gets the waist hold on and stops him. Follow down cross press, loose, but it's there. Took his man with him over the top, very near the ropes, but not near enough for Bobby Anthony to do. And it's a win for Saint in 2 minutes, 21 seconds of round 5. It's Johnny Saint the winner, as expected, but a very valiant effort by Bob Anthony.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, before I announce the referee's verdict, let's have a nice round of applause for both men. Excellent wrestling. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen,